What's up, Culture Drop? Back by popular demand. Guess what time it is? Story time! That's right. Gather around, kids. We're gonna tell a little story. It's time to hear a story that, in the business world, is as common as a penny and stupid as hell. This is a story of the employee who put in a 2 weeks notice. After working for a company for a number of years and doing a pretty good job and being dedicated, there was an employee that put in the 2 weeks notice. The employee was really excited because they found a new job and a new opportunity. They paid more money and it was like just an opportunity to grow in their career. They let their boss know, hey, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice because I found another job. Their boss acted like a child and treated them poorly from that moment on. The boss acted like that employee was betraying the company. How could you dare leave us like this? Oh my gosh. They were rude and mean to the employee and treated them like shit, even though that employee had been there for years and put in a lot of really good, high quality, loyal service to the business, making it successful and contributing on a daily basis. So instead of honoring all the time that employee had dedicated to the company, the leadership chose to end on a sour note and just make everything feel really, really terrible. And as a result, the employee felt really crappy going out the door. Instead of like, yay, I'm celebrated and honored for this time that I spent here, now my boss, who's acting like a 12-year-old child, is making me feel bad about leaving. And leadership looked in the mirror and they thought, I wonder if we never wanted employees to leave, if we would treat them better, have a better culture, pay them a lot better. But then they dismissed that as foolish talk. So now, this employee told all their friends and family and everybody on social media about how terrible their company had treated them, even though they hadn't really broken the law or done anything unethical, because it's perfectly acceptable to leave a job. In fact, it's sort of a normal part of doing business that you don't expect an employee is going to work for your company for like 10,000 years, and eventually they're going to move on. So after destroying their opportunity that they had as an organization to have the other employees see that this company actually cares about individuals by celebrating and honoring this person out the door, as opposed to trashing them and dragging their name through the mud, they just lost out on a cool opportunity to make people feel like their company cares about them as human beings. And that employee went on to a new company that cared about them, and it was great. And the company left behind had to hire a new person, and they survived it because a new person can learn the job, and that's what happened, and it was totally fine. What a shame they did it like a bunch of jerks. That's the end of story time, kids. A common story that I hear all the time is people putting in their 2 weeks notice, which is happening a lot right now, and then companies acting so ridiculous and petty. Like, that person is not betraying you in the organization. They don't owe you to work for your company forever and ever and ever. So why treat them like garbage as opposed to treat them kindly? They're gonna do things to set the next person up for success. There's discretionary effort and goodwill that you can extend to that person and celebrate the fact that they're moving on, even if it's disappointing to you. Like, what do you think will happen by treating that person like crap? They'll change their mind and decide to stay. Like, it makes you look bad. It hurts your reputation. Don't do that. Honor the time people put into your company and treat them well on the way out the door. There's so many benefits to that, including if that person goes somewhere else, they would never come back because you were like, oh, you're leaving? Well, screw you. It's like, what is the point of that? It's ridiculous. So yeah, think about that. An employee puts in their 2 week notice, honor them, celebrate them, treat them well. They've already made the choice to leave for whatever reason it is. So have some integrity and respect and honor those people because they've put in a lot of time and energy to make your company successful. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Subscribe to our channel. We put a lot of content on here. You can also subscribe to the Culture Drop mailing list and get these emails in your inbox every Tuesday morning. Follow our social media channels. Put a lot of free content out about just being more awesome and building great teams.